Hi guys, my name is Rodolfo Sainz. Today we're going to talk about business etiquette before the meal. 4 steps to have a great dinner with our host. The first step, eat a little something ahead of time. You may be going to awesome restaurant with delicious food, but my advice, have a little snack before the dinner. Maybe a piece of fruit, cheese with crackers, something like that. Step number 2, dress appropriately. I know that it's pretty hard know how to dress, but I think this depends on the culture of the company, but my advice is stick to business casual, but relax your look about it. Step number 3, silence your cell phone. I think the best way to do this is just turn off your cell phone and never take it up in presence of your host. And last one, step 4, plan to arrive on time. If you are going to be late, be sure to call your host or the restaurant to let them know, but just a call. So thanks for watching, that's all.
Hello, how are you? I will little about how to get a business meal when you arrive at the restaurant. Number 1, great environment with a fine handshot accompanied by good eye contact and introduce yourselves as some you don't know. Consent and remembering the names of the people, especially those of the host, as you will have to still remember. Then to take them later. Although it shall be clarity that this also depends on the culture of the partners with whom you will interact. And the goose must choose the place where the hens want to sit. These are dreadful gestures. You must wait a seat until your house is sated first in many countries. It's polity the stand until your house is the center. If there is no house, wait for the oldest person at the table or the feet first. Store your thing under your tray or if necessary, this to eat. Don't put anything on the table. Put your coat or the learning coat on the back of your chairs, on your chairs where the rest of the belongings. Put your napkin, your lap right away. As soon as you sit down, remove the napkin from the table. On front it's a place on your lap with the open end of the forks. Never put the napkin on the front of your shirt. Speaking of the napkin level, if you have to the lift of the table at any time during the meal, place the napkin of the empty chair right down on the table in front of you. This detail server that it plans to return. You must choose things similar to one. The interlocutor asked for. Get familiar with the place setting. For the vast majority of meal is probably to have fork, candy, and spoons, but for the occasional fancy dinner, there's chance you see a few more pieces, and it's best to be prepared. The general rule is the utensils are generally arranged in the order of the day uses. Some we in dogs start from the OC and mouth sounds. Another useful trick is to think of solids on your left and liquids on your leg on your right. The solid fork will be on the outside out for you place for the main courses, and it will be a small time you place for.
Hello, my name is Wilber. I want to talk about how to order food and professional way, giving some things out to correctly. The first point is order food. When the waiter asks, "Are you ready to order?" or "Can I take your order?" If you are ready, you can give your order. Usually, "I would like," or "I have," to introduce your order and expression. For starter, appetizer, to talk about the first course, and for main course today about the second course of food you will eat. If you are not sure what to order, ask the waiter. What would you recommend to get to some appetite, or what are the specialties? To find out what the most famous dishes are at the restaurant. You could also ask, what are today's special? To find out if there are any dishes being served today that are not usually on the menu. If you want to order with your main course, you can use the waiter expert knowledge to help choose something with. Ask the waiter, what wing goes well with this? Or what wing makes this? To make sure they taste great together. And the second point is a special consideration. If you cannot eat certain things because of your religion or health, check the menu carefully. Vegetarian and vegan dishes are usually marketable if not you can point out the dishes of the menu and ask the waiter, does this contain meat, nuts or dairy? To find out if it is okay for you to eat. Or when the waiter gives you the menu, you can say, I can eat, which dishes would you recommend for me? Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Miguel Angel. I talk about different style business meal in different countries or continents. So let's go. Dining etiquette in America. Americans tend to eat more quickly than people from other countries or continents. Dining etiquette for discussing business. Americans conduct business over breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Table manners. Dining etiquette for utensils. The fork is held in the left hand, times fine sit down. The knife is held in the right hand. Dining etiquette for your napkin. Your napkin should be placed on your lap immediately after you are seated and kept on your lap during the meal. Dining etiquette in a restaurant. Raise your hand or index finger and make eye contact to signal a server. For example, dining etiquette for beginning to eat. Never begin eating until everyone is served and the host has started eating. Dining etiquette in Europe. Throughout Europe, table manners are much like those in the United States.
Now we're gonna talk about business meal etiquette in Asia. The first point is tips to use chopstick. Here, hold the fork chopstick like a pencil, about 1/3 of the way from its top. Next, place the second chopstick against your ring finger, holding it with the base of the tongue. It should be pointing the same way as the first chopstick. And finally, move the upper chopstick with your thumb, index, and middle finger. Grab food between the lower and upper chopstick. It's important to keep in mind that using your chopstick to point at another individual is considered disrespectful and aggressive. When waiting to give your chopstick handling skill a rest, remember to avoid sticking the stick upright in the bowl of rice. This imagery is a symbol of bad luck and reminds people of a funeral wreath. Don't use your chopstick to make noise or to move anything other than food. The second point is scoop with a big spoon. As most dining is communal, do remember to avoid using your own utensils to serving yourself from the communal dishes. Instead, use the serving utensils usually provided. The third point is pouring drinks. You should always say others and never yourself. Your guest or someone else at the table will then fill your glass for you. If someone holds his glass towards you, he's asking you to pour him a drink. And finally, the fourth point is when you eating with the elders, let the elders or the guests begin to eat before you touch the food. Now let's talk about business meal etiquette in 5 Asian countries. The first one is China. The Chinese use chopstick to eat and personal spoon for soup. Traditionally, dishes are put in the middle of the table for sharing. You most likely to be given 2 pairs of chopsticks, one for picking up food from the communal plate and another one for eating from your own plate. The second country is Japan. Wooden chopsticks are used as utensils. The correct way to eat sushi is to smell a small amount of wasabi onto the fish meat, not the rice, before eating. Contrary to the Western etiquette, the Japanese make slurping sounds when eating noodles to show that they enjoy the food. The third country is South Korea. At the gogi dinner, diners cook their own food, marinated meat, seafood, vegetables, and a hot plate in the middle of the table. The wood chopsticks are for cooking, and the metal ones are what you use for it. And communal chopsticks are not usually provided, so you use your own for pick up food. And cooking scissors are used instead of knife in Korea dining, so be sure to use them to cut long noodles and barbecue meat. The fourth country is India. Fork, knife, and spoon are common, but many dishes are eaten with hands. And the last one is Thailand. And Thai food is always served already chopped or portioned. So Thais traditionally only eat with a spoon and with a fork. In some cases, you may need to use your hands. Meeting is all about voting and enjoying the food, but it's always wise to take note of customary guidelines so as not to offend anyone.
Hello, my name is Jose Alfredo, and I'm talking about topics to talk about during meals. A good business conversation, if it ends in debate, can be an excellent icebreaker, strengthening relationships with your interlocutors and catalyzing mutual trust. It is also a great opportunity to show that you are well informed and up to date. International business. The business dinner will take an interesting turn when issues related to stock market, new acquisitions, global trends, etc. come into discussions. Culture, another topic of conversation that will help you with your personal branding. Find a common ground to discuss travel, music, books, movies, or art in any form.
My name is Ingrid. I'm talking about topics you avoid during meals. Some things of conversation that you preferable you want to avoid at your next business dinner are your personal life. Giving too much information about your personal affair is considered in bad taste, especially if there is not enough trust with your interlocutors. Politics. Your guests might not share your politician tendencies, so better avoid it, unless it's something direct related to the business in question. Other controversial issues are religion. If you can avoid them, entirely approach them with neutrality.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm going to talk to you about the last point, but not less who pays the bill for a business lunch. So once the meal is over, it's time for the bill. The most important aspect of paying at a business lunch is these questions because you have the ones of goods you never want to appear slowly or scream thing out. Ideally, you taking a server to the side beforehand, maybe giving him your credit card, so he could use change it is and it's used as most transaction with any waiter question of back and phones. If for some reason you can't get a waiter of odds and an option. When the bill arrives, you discreetly take in and put your credit card inside it. The worst thing you can do is take out your water and put the bills one after the other. It is just stringing and strange.
Hello, my name is Meredith. I'm continuing with the theme of what pay the bill for a meal. These are something that should not forget to make it a meal success. Never argue over the bill because that's just straight. If you there is good over to pay, the host will like say, no, I am going to take care of it, and it's of the store. What about this? This can could depend on the culture you are in and so to pay to know in advance what to do, when and where, and what the usual amount of this is. Also, you want to treat a server with respect because treating the mean or with the way can seal to your business better. That you had a problem with people managed and he may not want to do business with you because of the way you strain other